Carmela from GMA 7.
Okay, so here's our map. um, so we came fresh from our walk around ADB, so we were all equipped with a pedestrian perspective. So it was difficult for us to point out areas for improvement. So as you can see, we have a lot of blue dots representing the different modes of transport. So if you notice, there are way too many for a small space. So that's the first problem that we noticed. There isn't really any consolidation. So it's it's a big mess when you're commuting, because like sometimes buses or jeeps, they stop here and then they cross and then they stop again. So I think we're all aware of this problem. So this also causes trouble for even the private vehicles and of course the pedestrians. There are no direct routes, so it takes longer to travel when if the city or if the transportation modes were better planned, it would take a lot faster. It's also more expensive because you have to take several rides instead of just one. There are no bike lanes to speak of. If you bike, it's at your own risk. So not a lot of people bike, except maybe on Sunday or around UP. So that's a pity because we all know that biking next to walking is the best form of transport. Number 5, pedestrians aren't prioritized at all. So one of the suggestions, which I'll probably mention later on again, is the countdowns for pedestrians, the traffic signals, so that when you're crossing, you know just how much time you have before a bus will hit you. I was kidding. Okay. So ADB has a project, this was mentioned in our discussions, that will turn the MMDA impound lot into a park. So that's, I think, a Project Greenway, right? So this played a big part in our planning. So I don't know if you've noticed, but we actually drew on our map with black pen. And if you can see, it goes all the way around, actually right through Wakwak Golf and Country Club, and it goes down here, passes through Opal Road, and then it goes all the way to Pasig River. So this is our dream. I mean, this is what we think would be great if we could have a greenway that extends and connects all these areas with a cycle route. Okay. Sorry. So of course, to do that, we would also have to address other issues like cleaning Pasig River. This is something that people are already doing, so we would have to obviously continue that. Also, we identified areas that are congested, such as St. Paul. So it was suggested that maybe, so that students didn't have to be dropped off right at the gate, if there were a BRT system that would pass that way, and also around Ortigas and all the way up to Tiendesitas, that would also help. So yes, as I mentioned, we want to expropriate Wakwak Golf and Country Club. We know that that's a really big dream and probably not a lot of, well, obviously Wakwak will not really, wouldn't go for that. But I mean, just imagine, it's, as you can see, the city is really starved for green space, and this is a big green space, but only about, I don't know how many people get to use it. So it would be great if this could become, you know, public. So, no, like there are ideas to help make that happen. So like maybe you can sell a bit for condo development and then turn it into a public park, and then this should link to the Ortigas Greenway I mentioned earlier. So some questions that we've identified that would need to be asked are where are people coming from, and then maybe use GIS software to map all the different transport systems and public transportation routes, as well as who owns what. And then we would need to identify the overlaps do a gap analysis and a perception study also, because of course this is all for the people who live here. So we need to ask them what they think of this. So like, what would you be willing to shift to green modes of transport if it were doable, and if the environment and the city were more conducive to this. Also, if this is done, if we have a greenway, then we would like to have things like jungle gyms, artwork, outdoor galleries, street furniture, exciting lighting, and aviaries even. And this would also provide an opportunity for organic businesses to get involved. So we've also identified some policies or policy issues that would need to be addressed, like obviously political will, money, where do we get the funding for this? Maybe if we do this green route here, then Opal Road would be affected, but I think that's 6 lanes that are used by about 20 cars daily, so that shouldn't be such a big problem, and there will be access provided to Malayan Plaza and Yamaha. And then public-private partnerships would help, so we would need legislation for that. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the BRT for EDSA, Shaw, and Ortigas. And because this is a really big project, it would need national funding. So we would need to get cooperation from Mandaluyong, Pasig, and Quezon City, and actually cooperation from the whole country. So ADB, I think we want to ask ADB for financial support for this. Also, we also mentioned that, no, because we walked around ADB, and I'm sure you noticed that it wasn't a pleasant walk. It was actually a bit flooded. It didn't smell too good. It was crowded, and I mean, if you really had a choice, you wouldn't want to walk there. So yeah. So there's also the question of who will do the maintenance and operation, and we would need to engage with SM and Shangri-La because they're also very much involved in this area, and maybe link the green pathway to SM development. And then, of course, we would also need to change the mindset of people and make them aware of the health benefits of this kind of plan. So I think that's pretty much what we discussed in our group. Thank you.